California cooking. We're getting into the holiday spirit with
homemade panettone, and on those busy holiday weeknights, a quick and easy spin on chicken Parmesan. And you know what else? I'm getting your brother Theo into the kitchen to make Grinch cake bites. Our first stop is a local bakery where the bread is baked fresh daily, the pastries are impossible to resist, and the seasonal star is their homemade panettone.
Happy holidays. My name is Casey Lane. I'm the culinary director for Jyan Isaac Bread. Jyan Isaac Bread started literally out the window of our current location. We have a pizzeria named Gonzalo as well, and we share the building together. It started as a passion project for sourdough leavening, honestly, and like kind of the science therein for Jyan. He really got excited by experimenting and understanding fermentation, the way flours and sugars work during that development, and honestly just started selling loaves of bread out of the window. It has since grown into the thriving little bake shop that we are. We have a plethora of laminate doughs. We do a lot of holiday kind of treats and different tricks, the panettone being our kind of pride and joy for this time of year, as well as the milk buns. And it has kind of continued to grow, as well as like a really great little bagel shop that we run every morning. We kind of operate as a bakery in the morning, and then we switch to a pizzeria at night. I think what has really landed with the community and this neighborhood in particular is the craft nature of it. Like, everything is processed by hand, and we have found that the closer we can get to the source and the better quality ingredients, right, and honestly the better people also that we work with, the better our product has come out. We have very much grown into a one-stop shop for breads. Our laminates, from the pistachio croissant to a sweet potato and hazelnut frangipane Danish with caramelized apples, the chocolate chip cookie, honestly, is a bit of a showstopper. Holiday-wise, we're doing the milk buns. We have assorted pies that will kind of change seasonally all the way through the end of the year. And of course, like our panettone, the little piece de resistance, as well as sourdoughs, our marble rye, a Danish rye that honestly is to die for. We have branched out and kind of just continue to develop things that inspire us and inspire Jyan on his travels. I mean, for the panettone, he was in Italy for 3.5 weeks working every single day with Roberta in Frenzione, and he came back with, like, I don't know if you guys can see over here, but like the kind of the shreds and the way that the panettone rises is what's so important to it. And you can see that as you would like pull these shreds out, they would actually like peel away into these long tears. The panettone honestly has become such a special part of the program every year. And for me, I have such like an attachment to Milan, and Milan is kind of the birthplace of panettone. Jyan, I think, fell in love with the difficulty of the process and how kind of astonishing the results can be when you get it right. I think that it kind of led him down a rabbit hole of really wanting to understand the bread from its roots and produce something that was going to be uniquely wonderful for the Los Angeles market. Panettone traditionally is much like a brioche. It has to contain specific amounts of fruit, it has to contain specific amounts of butter, and ours is sourdough leavened 100%, which is also very rare. Roberta actually brought the starter over in her lap from Italy, and Jyan has been exclusively using that to create the panettone. The panettone honestly solves all of your holiday gift problems. There is not a person who is not going to be kind of awestruck and get a smile on their face when you show up to a party with a panettone. And ours just has such a unique, beautiful flavor and texture to it. And with any leftovers, it makes the best French toast the morning after Christmas. It makes the best New Year's Day French toast. You could do bread puddings with it. And at Gonzalo right now, we'll show you guys in a little bit, but we are simply bruleeing one side of it and serving it in a little pool, like a little bowl of whipped cream. and it's so holiday. Like you literally feel celebratory as soon as you cut into them for the season. So for the holiday celebrations, we are making 2 different types of panettone. One is the traditional, kind of my favorite. However, the chocolate for chocolate lovers does everything you want it to do. It is very, very good. It's like a big chocolate fruit brioche loaf. We're gonna have a couple of recipes for you guys available to utilize with the panettone, leftover or not, at Gonzalo, the pizzeria on Ocean Park right now. We are doing a very, very simple preparation of the panettone where we are bruleeing, dipping it like a slice in sugar and just bruleeing it with a torch so that you have a little bit of a crispy exterior. We are then layering it over a creme fraiche whipped cream and calling it a day. On the KTLA website, there will also be a couple of other recipes for you guys, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with simply doing that. Happy holidays from our family to yours. Celebrate with one of our panettones, and we only have so many Christmases left, so enjoy every minute of it.
Coming up, a super simple twist on chicken Parmesan that is perfect for feeding a crowd or a quick weeknight meal. Plus, Theo and I are diving into the holiday fun with Grinch cake bites. When you're feeding a crowd during the holidays, familiar flavors work every time. This chicken Parmesan inspired dish has all the flavors you crave with zero mess and no hassle. It's the holiday season, and I just think it's a time of year where people get extra busy and you're running around in every direction and you have things going on with school and holiday parties, shopping, travel, you name it. So sometimes you want, I think, a really easy meal, an easy dinner, even a great easy meal for entertaining. If people come over, this is a great last minute thing, and it is so easy. I made it the other night, the family loved it, and it's kind of an interesting take on chicken parm. I realize it's not chicken parm. Chicken parm is time consuming. You gotta bread and dip and flour and fry. This takes the flavors of chicken parm, but it's in one cake pan or pie dish and you're done. Here's what we're gonna do. First thing is the ground chicken. So I got white meat, 2 pounds, and we'll just add that to a bowl. I'm gonna use a combo of panko and fine breadcrumbs, but you could use either or. You don't have to do both. I just happen to have both. Here is a cup of panko, but I'm going to soak them in a little bit of milk or heavy cream. You wanna soak the breadcrumbs just for a couple of minutes. Let the milk get in there. Let those sit for a minute. Then to our ground chicken, we're going to do a good amount of garlic powder, some dried oregano, like a teaspoon or so, a fat pinch of salt. Theo's here. Hi, Theo. We're matching. Oh my gosh, we're twinning. Theo! Hi! I love your outfit. Theo, you and I are gonna make something. We're gonna make something very soon. It's gonna be sweet. Okay, pepper, salt, oregano, garlic, an egg, our breadcrumbs going in. I happen to have gloves that I'm gonna use today just to mix things around. So now we're gonna mix like we would be mixing meatballs or meatloaf. We're gonna get everything incorporated. All right, that's done. This is literally all it takes to make this. In our pie dish, some olive oil. I'm gonna get a paper towel and just mix that, get the sides all good. And then to that, we're going to do, I'm gonna do a mix. I'm gonna do regular breadcrumbs, just like, you know, when you bake a cake and you do the flour to coat the pan. Do a little bit of panko and some really good grated parm, the real stuff. And then you just coat it around. Now, the chicken mixture goes in right on top. You just kind of spread that all on top. Try to get it as even as you can. Now to that, more breadcrumbs on top. Do again a little bit of both. Coat the whole top, panko, 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 and parm, more parm, parm, parm. I think the oven's at 400. Drizzle with olive oil. Get this in the oven until it gets nice and brown. You know, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I'll check. Our chicken parm bake is almost done. That was 15, 20 minutes. It's nice and brown on top. Now what we do, we take our favorite marinara sauce. This one I already happen to have open from the other night, so I'm gonna use the other half. And we're gonna just spread that to the edges. I like a lot of sauce. I'm a saucy kind of gal here. Shredded mozzarella goes on top. We're gonna pop this back in the oven just to melt, and dinner is ready. Our chicken parm bake out of the oven, under the broiler for just a couple of minutes, and then just some fresh basil on top, also the red and green, which I love around the holidays, a sprinkle of more parm, and dinner's ready in under 30. I'm gonna cut into our chicken parm just to show you. And amazingly enough, it tastes like chicken parm without all the breading and dredging and flouring. Fine. Quick holiday meal. All right, wanna try? You want dessert, okay.
Coming up, a fun holiday treat to make with the little ones. Theo and Mom are whipping up some Grinch cake bites.
You're my big guy, but my little guy's favorite holiday movie right now is The Grinch. Theo loves it so much, so I thought it would be fun to create a Grinch-inspired treat. Take a look at how it went.
Oh, I'm the big guy.
Theo! Hi! Merry Christmas. Okay, Theo, what's your favorite Christmas movie? The Grinch? Yeah? Is he the funniest guy? The other day you were watching, you said, he's a really bad guy, but he's a fun guy to make into a cake pop. What do you say? Cake pops are relatively easy. I mean, really the interesting, yeah, we have heart sprinkles, because remember his heart is several sizes too small. So I have a vanilla cake. You could use any cake flavor you want. I baked it the night before, and Theo, this rarely happens, you get to play with your cake. And you take it, your hands are clean, we just washed them, and you just break it into little pieces. You're never gonna get to do this, so I would take advantage. So we're gonna take our vanilla cake, or whatever cake you like, and we're gonna crumble. Look, Theo, I'm gonna crumble it into little pieces. You wanna get in there? Small, oh, you could try it, taste test. What do you think? Good? Okay. Did you write a letter to Santa recently? What did you ask him for? You don't want to say? Was it a train? Yeah. Do you think he's gonna bring it? I think so too. Have you been a good boy this Christmas or naughty? He's very chatty, usually. Look, our cake is all broken up. So the way that this all comes together to form a ball is you add icing. So I'm gonna add just store-bought vanilla icing. Again, any icing you want. And now we're gonna mix. Okay, Theo, you wanna do that? I almost feel like hands have to get involved in this too, I know. I mean, really, this is a good one for the kids because they can really get their hands into it. And I should have put the gloves on. Okay, there you go. Stir it in. Let me wash my hands. Okay, I got my gloves on. Well, I know we're going to do the heart sprinkles. We have to form balls. So we've got all kinds of fun stuff. I'll show you what we got to decorate. But first we gotta really get in here and start squishing things together. There we go. We want it to come together just like Play-Doh so it can form a ball to make our cake pops. Okay, ready to start making cake pops? Okay, here's what we do. Let's make our green dip. Here's our matcha green tea powder. Also, I like the idea of using matcha because it's natural. You know, it's not a food dye, which I really like that idea. But, oh, okay. What do you think? Does that look Grinchy? Also, you could have a little food coloring on hand. The thing about melting chocolate versus just white chocolate is that it stays melty, it melts a lot easier. I just put it in the microwave for every 30 seconds. I just check it and stir until it melts. So white chocolate, just regular white chocolate would be difficult. These candy melts, you can find them online, Michael's, things like that. Okay, Theo, time to dunk. You ready? Look at the color of our chocolate melts with the matcha. It's that kind of perfect Grinchy green. What if we do that? I added a little coconut oil to thin it out a little. There we go. One. The Grinch is gonna get a little Santa hat. So, I have some leftover frosting. I'm gonna put a little dot. So what I did on the eyeballs is I took this is an edible marker, and I just drew little eyes on the yellow M&Ms. But again, you could use these eyeballs that you get from the store. And it kind of looks like a little Grinchy vibe going on there. Do a few more. Put a little hat, right, Theo? He's got a hat. And I just do little dots. I have a pastry bag with like a little tip in there. And this is just the leftover icing in a can. I didn't make homemade icing. Theo, show yours. Show your Grinch. Look at that. It's missing the eyeballs, but it's still cute. Good job with the piping too. Since we didn't get to use our sprinkles, I'm gonna just use our sprinkles kind of as the bed to put our little Grinches. I can hear the music in my head. There we go. Remember the Grinch's heart. Okay, Theo, we're done. Time to get its close-up here. Theo, look at yours. Got its own special dish. Should we taste it? No? Yes, okay. Should we eat yours? Well, you've got a practice one? Okay. That's the best Grinch ever. Merry Christmas, Theo. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Here's another recipe for your holiday lineup. Seeing the panettone at Jyan Isaac Bread brought back memories of the Panettone French toast that you and I made a few years back. Just look at how yummy and simple it is. You've got an important job.
What?
You're gonna crack eggs.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll crack egg for you.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I know how to crack
No
eggs.
shell. Instead of regular like challah, or sometimes we'd use raisin bread, I'm gonna use the Italian sweetbread panettone. Look at how beautiful. So in here I see dried fruits and all kinds of yummy stuff. So now, watch out, I'm gonna cut. So you're gonna cut pretty decent sized. I'm gonna take a stick of butter, and I have a big baking dish here, and we're gonna just make sure the whole thing is buttered. So I'm gonna lay the bread in our buttered dish and just stack it kind of like fallen dominoes sort of thing. To our eggs, our eggnog. Now you whisk a little bit of orange zest. I'm gonna put some vanilla, even though there's all the flavorings in here. A little more can't hurt. You can do more cinnamon. Because the bread has some sweetness, and so does the eggnog, I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of sugar. Are you ready to pour this on? Okay, ready to dump?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And all of this is gonna soak,
Yummy.
right? It's gonna soak into the panettone. So now we just kind of press everything in.
With only one egg.
We pop it in the fridge 2 hours to overnight. Okay, my French toast was in the fridge for 2 hours or overnight, whatever works best. And now I'm gonna pop it in an oven, 350, for about 45 minutes. Almost before it's done baking, I'm just gonna sprinkle it with slivered almonds, sliced almonds, technically. Just let those get a little bit crisp for the next 15 minutes. There we go. Leave the foil off. All right, in. So our eggnog Panettone French toast is out of the oven, and because it's soaked in all the liquid, it's puffed up. The almonds have toasted. So of course, just to make it extra pretty, some powdered sugar. And there you go. Breakfast is served. Oh, you grew up so much! For the recipes we featured in today's episode, you can follow us on Instagram at KTLA California Cooking. Well, that does it for us. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.